Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is your host, Virtual Kane, once again bringing you the daily top 7 at 7. Here are the news stories for February 1st. Iran confirms new missile test, says it does not violate nuclear deal. Iran's defense minister said on Wednesday it had tested a new missile, but this did not breach the Islamic Republic's nuclear accord with world powers or a UN Security Council resolution endorsing the pact. Okay, so instead of, somebody coming at you with a knife, they're coming at you with a screwdriver, and you're like, don't stab me, and they're like, oh my gosh, does this even look like a knife? No, just kidding, guys. Britain's Brexit bill set to clear first legislative hurdle. A law allowing Prime Minister Theresa May to trigger Britain's exit from the European Union is expected to clear its first legislative hurdle on Wednesday, paving the way for the government to launch divorce talks by the end of March. When towering rivals Robin and Nasser met for lunch, in Robin's own words. In the midst of a furious Middle East war nearly 70 years ago, a group of Israeli and Egyptian officers put down their guns, ate lunch together, and discussed the prospects for peace in the region, according to a documentary film that premiered in New York last month. Airstrikes hit Red Crescent offices in Syria, monitoring group says. Airstrikes hit Syrian Red Crescent offices in the northwestern city of Idlib after midnight on Wednesday, injuring several staff and causing extensive damage, the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights reported. UN says team attacked on Nigeria-Cameroon border, 5 dead. An armed group attacked the UN technical team working along the border between Nigeria and Cameroon, killing 5 people and wounding several, the United Nations Office for West Africa said on Wednesday. Sorry about that. Violence erupts during eviction of Israeli settlers from illegal outpost. West Bank rightist protesters scuffled with Israeli police carrying out an order to evict settlers from an illegal outpost in the occupied West Bank on Wednesday, hours after the government announced more construction in larger settlements. So let me get this straight. So they've already said, we're going to build you some settlements, but then they're like, okay, well, we're going to kick you out of the illegal ones, so don't be in the illegal ones, go to the legal ones, and looks like nobody wanted to leave the illegal ones. Yeah. Bunch of people acting like third graders. Sorry. Germany says it's working at troubled Trump ties. Emphasizing the historical friendship between its people and Americans, Germany said on Wednesday it was still opening up channels of communication with aides to U.S. President Donald Trump, who has launched withering attacks on Berlin's policies. Now here's a strange one. France's Fillon seen winning presidency against Le Pen. A poll. French former Prime Minister François Fillon would win France's upcoming presidential election in a runoff against far-right National Front leader Marine Le Pen, according to an IFOP fiducial poll published on Wednesday. Now, isn't he also going up against somebody else? And I think that other person, we read earlier, I think this week, that Fillon was definitely in danger of losing the election to that other guy. So maybe they were referring to this guy, so now we're getting flip-flopping information. So both sides coming at you. All right, here we go. Germany, extending its hand to America again by arresting Tunisian asylum seeker leaked to... Oh my gosh. They arrested a Tunisian asylum seeker linked to Tunis museum attack. A 36-year-old Tunisian asylum seeker arrested on Wednesday on suspicion of planning an Islamist attack in Germany is also wanted in his homeland over a deadly 2015 assault on a Tunis museum favored by Western tourists, German officials said. Well, heck, man, if if that doesn't help you like Germany a little bit better, nothing will. I hear they have good beer too. Dutch will hand count ballots due to hacking fears. All ballots in the Netherlands election next month will be counted by hand in order to preserve confidence in the electoral system after reports suggesting its automated counting systems may be vulnerable to hacking, the government said. And, that's always something that we can fully endorse as long as you can trust the people whose hands are touching those tickets. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. We are having a whole lot of fun bringing it to you, and we are looking forward to our new event coming up. So if you're new to the show, stay tuned. We do this show every morning, and I try to get it uploaded, at a reasonable time. But it usually takes about an hour to get it uploaded. Anyhow, give me your comments and suggestions in the suggestion box. If you have any comments about the stories that we're talking about or stories you would like to hear more about, let us know. Oh, looks. Democrats boycott vote on Trump's picks to head EPA, Health Administration, something else, I'm sure. So, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.